We love to make goals. It makes us feel good. But how many of our goals do we actually achieve? How many of the goals do we completely forget about and never revisit? Personally, I've lost count, and I know you have too. Think about how your life could and would change if you achieved all the goals that you set out to achieve. Something changed within the past year that has actually allowed me to progress towards my goals. It's all about setting unrealistic goals, not realistic, easy, attainable goals. Goals that make people say to you, be realistic for a minute. Goals that if you were to tell your teacher would laugh and say, that's not possible, son. You're not gonna get there. Let's dive into why. Number one, the level of competition is fiercest for unrealistic goals. Everyone sets the same average, realistic goals that they know they're gonna achieve. Because as humans, in our nature, we tend to overestimate our competition and underestimate ourselves. How many times have you skipped that essay competition because you think, there's gonna be 50 other people entering it. There's no point. Why waste my time trying to win that competition? Remember that everyone is thinking the same way. So actually, the competition isn't as much as you think. So this can be applied to goals too. If you set realistic average goals, then it's going to be the most energy and time consuming. Number two, having an unusually large goal is going to create such a fire in your belly that provides the endurance to overcome the inevitable trials and tribulations that come along with that goal. Realistic goals restricted to the average ambition level, are uninspiring and will only fuel you through the first or second problem before you throw in the towel. The second reason that you should set unrealistic goals is that goals are not necessarily for achieving. They're more markers for direction and progress. If you change your mindset from goals being something you have to always achieve at all times, or you're going to kick yourself and be miserable about it, then change your mindset right now. Goals are there to act as markers for progress. Goals help you gain a clearer idea of what things to do in the day in order to progress. They're not necessarily for achieving. Think about it. Without goals, how can you prioritize how you spend your time each day? If I know that my goal is to get a six-pack, then I know that I need to eat a lean enough diet in order to see the abs. Also, it'll be beneficial to go to the gym so I can train abs. See how the goal of getting a six-pack allows you to take action. Then simply having the goals isn't enough. In order to make sure the actions that you take are sustainable, you need to focus on the systems that will get you there. Simply saying that I want to be a millionaire is not going to get me to that. It's not going to make me a millionaire. You need to develop the habits and the systems in place so that you can take repeated action over time that serve you towards your goals. Then one day, you're going to achieve the goal, or at least be very close. And if you're very close to an unrealistic, extremely life-changing goal, isn't that a huge win? Anything that you do to progress towards an unrealistic goal is going to be way more life-changing and impactful than simply progressing towards an easy, average goal. Make goals conscious and have clarity on the steps you need to take to achieve it. In other words, write down everything you need to do in order to progress towards your goal, and then focus on the priority tasks that bring results as feedback. Without a path, your mind will descend into chaos and become overwhelmed, meaning that you never start in the first place. In other words, procrastination. If you don't have a clear path to get to the goal, that leads to procrastination. And that leads to this negative spiral of you hating yourself because you can't do what you want to do and what you tell yourself to do, Once your mind descends into this chaos, you start to retreat from the goal itself. So guys, set unrealistic goals. Set them now. Write a list of the most extreme goals you can think of. Write the most outrageous dreams. The only caveat is to set goals that are within your control. So don't say that you want to fly or you want to be able to read people's minds, but set goals that you're in control of, that are unrealistic to the majority of people. Remember that if everyone listened to the people around them, then nothing new would be created. Nothing new in this world will be created. You need to set your own plan. Otherwise, society will create a plan for you. I hope that this video is useful, and I hope that it could potentially change your life. All that's left to say is, God bless, and let's win together.